Here's 10 easy riffs for a beginner guitar player. You can play any of these on acoustic or electric guitar. And we'll start with number 1, Come As You Are by Nirvana. This song is super easy because it only uses 4 notes. You play the open string twice, then the first fret, and then the second fret. And then you just go back and forth between the open A string and the second fret on the top E. Play 2, 1, 0, going back down to the open E, and end the riff with the second fret A string, 2 open E's, and then 1 second fret again. Number 2, You Really Got Me by Van Halen. You can play it by just going back and forth between the second fret on the E string and the 4th fret on the E string. And you just go 2, 4, 4, 2, 4 over and over again. If you want to play the original version by the Kinks, you can just take that and move it down a fret by playing 1, 3, 3, 1, 3. Number 3, TNT by ACDC. Which you can literally play with just 2 fingers, playing an open E power chord, that's the open E string and the second fret of the A string played together, then the 3rd fret on the E, and then the open A power chord, which is the open A string with the 2nd fret on the D played together. You go back and forth between the 3rd fret on the E and this A chord, 1, 2, go back to the 3rd fret, and repeat. Number 4, Heart of Gold by Neil Young. Which you can play by just playing an E minor chord starting with the open E string and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, switching to D twice and back to E minor once, and then adding in this open hammer-on from the A string, tapping out the 2nd fret on the A string, and then playing the open D and the 2nd fret on D. Number 5, One by Metallica. Which you can play by just playing the 2nd fret on the A string, then the 4th fret on the D, and then back to the 2nd fret on the A, and then letting go and playing that open D string while those strings are ringing out. You do the same exact thing, except instead of the 2nd fret on the A string, you swap that out with the 3rd fret on the low E and do the same pattern. After repeating that whole process one more time, you're gonna end by playing the open G string. Number 6, 505 by the Arctic Monkeys. Which you can play by just playing a D minor chord on the guitar, strumming down, up, and then touching the strings and doing an up, and then moving that D minor chord 2 frets down to your right and doing the same thing. Number 7, Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash. Which you can play with literally just a D major chord and a G major chord, playing 3 Ds, then 4 Gs, and then 1 D chord again, and then covering the strings for a muted sound, strumming 1, 2, 3. Number 8, Another One Bites the Dust. Which you can play by just playing the open E string 3 times, then 3 more times with the first 2 being quicker, then the 3rd fret on the E, a 0, and the 5th fret. Number 9, Seven Nation Army. Which you can play with 1 finger on the A string by just playing the 7th fret twice, then the 10th fret, then back to the 7th fret, then 5, 3, and 2 with the right rhythm. Finally, number 10, Wonderwall. Which might seem pretty difficult, but is actually super easy when you realize that all you have to do is make an E minor chord, but leave your last 2 fingers on the 3rd fret of the bottom 2 strings, and then you just move your first 2 fingers to a G chord position, then your first finger to a D chord position, and then your first 2 fingers to an A chord position while leaving the pinky and the ring held down the entire time. The strumming pattern can be complicated, but you could simplify it down into a down, 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 up for each chord. Let me know what you think of this video in the comment sections below. You can get additional free content over on my Patreon and listen to my original music, which is on Spotify with the links in my profile. I'm now also offering private one-on-one lessons online, so if you're interested, head to my bio and check out my links. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next one.